What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. This is a big game. I'm going to preview the Manchester United versus Chelsea game at Old Trafford on Thursday under the lights. It's a big game, and the reason being, one more point and we're in the Champions League. We've achieved the only goal really that we could possibly aim for now within the Premier League this season, and the season's done. We can then focus on resting the team against Fulham and getting that FA Cup final won, right? But first of all, let's pull it back. We could conceivably finish third place this season. Newcastle drew the other day 1-0 against Leicester, right? That means we beat Chelsea on Thursday, we beat Fulham on Sunday, last day of the season. One, we've secured the top four, but two, we finished third. And if you dial back, think back to the start of the season when everybody was doing their predictions. Would you have had United finishing third in the Premier League this season? I wouldn't have. Even me being optimistic, I would not have had us finishing third. So I want that third place. Bring me that third place. Beat Chelsea, beat Fulham, and we've got third place secured. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I need. Liverpool will beat Southampton on the last day of the season, right? So we don't want to get to a position now where we're looking at the top four. Maybe God forbid we lose to Chelsea, and then we still need one more point against Fulham, who, let's be honest, they probably have a little bit of a revenge, mission against us. Last time they faced us was in the FA Cup when Mitrovic got himself sent off. We won 3-1. So he's back. He's gonna want a bit of revenge. Obviously, we'll preview that game another time, but we don't want that game to mean anything. So let's go and get the 3 points, not just 1 point against Chelsea. The 3 points against Chelsea, beat them at home. Our last 5 games against Chelsea actually have been a draw, which is a crazy stat to me. Last 5 games, last time we faced each other, it's been draw. I think we've had 2, I think I've got the stats here somewhere. Yeah, all draws, 3 1-1s and 2 0-0s. Boring. We don't want that. Obviously that'll be enough to get into the Champions League, into the top 4 secured. But like I said, I want third place. So let's go and beat them. Like I said, we're at home. And talking about our home form is actually mad. I think we've been looking at ourselves this season and thinking, we've been inconsistent here and there. We've had bad games here and there. But actually, the one way we're talking about our away form being dreadful, our home form is actually ridiculous. If we win these 2 games against Chelsea and Fulham, obviously 2 home games to get 1 point, but I want us to win it, I keep saying. We'll finish second in the home league table behind City. I think we'll be 4 points behind City. But in terms of our home stats, right? So let me just read these out. So we've only conceded 8 goals at home, right? That's second. Actually, no, that's first. We're top for conceded goals at home. 8 goals at home. Only Newcastle and Arsenal are close to us. Newcastle have conceded 14 at home, and Arsenal City together have conceded 17 goals each at home. Our home record is unreal. Our last 6 home games, we haven't conceded a single goal. And, if we win these last 2 games at home, we finish second in this home league table, like I said. So let's be honest, yeah, we should be beating Chelsea at home. We'll talk about Chelsea in a minute. But from our point of view, from our home form point of view, and for our aims for this season, we should be beating them, right? I think if you're not motivated enough as a United player right now to finish third place in the league, after the season we've had with some bad results, obviously away from home, I don't know what else can motivate you right now. I think we're in such a good position, so we should consolidate it, win this game, and get the job done. So in terms of, before we talk about Chelsea, in terms of my predicted 11 for this game, I actually think we're going to have Rashford back again. I think, he last game against, who did we face last? Bournemouth. He said it was back from his injury, but then obviously he had the illness, so he didn't start. And like I predicted, Sancho started, and it was basically exactly the same team that we started against Wolves. Now, I actually think Ten Hag will do the same again. It's either he's going to, if Rashford is available, he'll probably start Rashford. If not, Sancho again. Now, the only question mark is Martial, because if you watch my last video, you'll see that I mentioned that Martial came off and he didn't look very happy, in the 57th minute or so. And I don't know whether Ten Hag was disappointed with his performance, or I don't really know, because nothing's come out to say he was injured or anything. So maybe we'll find out more tomorrow in the presser. But my predicted 11: De Gea in goal, Golden Glove winner. Oh, lovely. Back four of left back Luke Shaw, left centre back Lindelof, who once again has been excellent. Varane, right centre back, and right back Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now, we're looking at the team. Obviously, we're trying to this is our last potentially important game in the Premier League if we get over the line, if we win the game. So for Fulham game, you can rest players. That's why I'm not bringing in Dalot and people like that now. Let's put the strongest team out and win the game. Not that Dalot and Malacia are scrubs. They're good players, but let's focus on winning the game. And send a message to the team if you start switching it around at this point anyway. Midfield of Casemiro, Eriksen and Varane. And Casemiro, Eriksen and Bruno, obviously. And then front line, if Rashford is fit, go Rashford on the left, put Anthony on the right. And I'd say start Martial because the players played very well last game against Bournemouth and obviously against Wolves as well. I say very well, actually, to be fair. It was probably the same kind of performance. In fact, probably over the last 4 games, actually, even the games that we lost. But those were from mistakes against West Ham and I keep forgetting who the other person was. I had exactly the same issue last time. But you know who. So I say we start that team. And if Rashford isn't available or if he's not 100% fit, I'm more than happy for us to start Sancho on the left-hand side. Because we should be able to beat Chelsea with our... even if we did bring people like Malacia and etc. and change the midfield slightly, Chelsea have been absolutely shocking this season. I'm going to read out some of their stats, right? First of all, actually, before stats, they lost last game to City's B team. They actually played well. Chelsea played decently comparatively to the rest of the season. They played all right. They had a good few chances. I think they even hit the post maybe once or twice. Or I'm thinking a different game. But City beat them 1-0, easy. City just cruised to a victory, and Chelsea have nothing to play for. It reminds me of last season when we were just petering to an end. Our season was petering, but their season's even worse because at least we were still trying to get into Europa League. Not that we did the job ourselves, but at least we're still trying to get into Europa League. They have nothing to play for, literally nothing. They're on 43 points, 12th in the league. They've scored 36 goals all season, 1 win in 10 games. 1 win. Lampard has been in charge for 9 Premier League games. He's only had 1 win, 1 draw, I think, something like that. Oh, well, 3 draws in total. The rest have just been losses. So this team are rubbish. They're absolutely rubbish. They've lost 15 games this season. And if I'm ever gonna be bold with my predictions, now's the time to do it, right? Against Chelsea. I can't imagine us losing this game. And if we do, I'll be shocked. But going back to what I said at the start, for some reason, us and Chelsea just seem to always draw. Last 5 games we've drawn 1-1s and 0-0s only. So obviously a draw once again will be enough, but I want us to win this game, secure that 3rd spot. Win this game and then go and beat Fulham on Sunday as well. 1st spot is ours. So my prediction for this game, I'm gonna go for a confident home game. Remember, we're at home. We've absolutely been smashing it at home this season. 3-0 at home. Why not? We should be beating Chelsea. 1, 2. Our home form is ridiculous, as I've set out already, and we've got motivation to finish in 3rd place. So why not? Come on, boys. So yeah, that's my prediction. The game kicks off, like I said, on Thursday at 8 o'clock. Let me know what you guys think. What are we gonna beat Chelsea? Because if we don't beat Chelsea and then we go into that last game, and let's say Chelsea beat us at home, 1, that's only the 2nd game we've lost all season, so it will be very much an anomaly, right? 2, we then put pressure on ourselves for that final game in the season. I don't want any of that. Bring me 3rd place, like I said. Bring me 3rd place. Anyway, that's my predictions. That's my predicted 11. That's my thoughts on whack Chelsea Lampard's team. Let me know what you think. Let me know if we're going to get over the line, finally secure Champions League football. And as always, thank you for watching this video. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Obviously, the season's coming to an end. There will be more videos coming up during the off-season or pre-season or whatever you want to call it. Just going to think about kind of the content that I want to put out there, maybe transfer news, things like that. But like I said, keep your notifications on. Keep subscribed to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe anyway. Subscribe now. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. And I will see you on the next video. Come on, let's beat Chelsea. Let's get Champions League football. Let's go.